Good morning from Blackpool Pleasure Beach. It's the 10th of May, which means it is the first VIP preview of Aviktas. And I'm currently standing in the queue to register for said event. I'm absolutely buzzing for this one. I think we get around about an hour on the ride, so I'm not sure if we're going to get one shot, two shots. They have said no filming in the ride area. They're going to be checking, not that I've got meta glasses, but no meta glasses, no phones, etc. So I will show you the rest of the day, and we'll talk about the ride, and we'll get off-ride shots. I won't be able to take you into the ride area. I'm back in a few weeks where I can, and I'm also allowed to film on-ride, so that'll be, make sure you're subscribed for that one. But let's get this registration out of the way, get inside, and check the park out, shall we? Right, we're registered, and I've got my Aviktas first rider. Our ERT, if you will, is from like 12 o'clock till 1. But we have to start queuing at 11:30, although they did say you might want to start queuing now. It's 10 o'clock. So we're going to go head to the hub and probably stand around for a bit. And then we'll get on Aviktas. So might be a quiet start to this vlog. And then after Aviktas we'll get around the park, see what else is kicking about. But that's the first time I've seen all the signage behind it and stuff. So excited. Right, I'm going to put the camera away because it's going to get noisy and musicy and copyrighty and all that sort of stuff. So I'll see you in a minute. Right, we're stuck in the queue, which is lengthy. We're not too far from the front, but it goes all the way back there, and I'm sure there's more people to come. I'm having a look because I thought the rest of the park would be quiet. It's 20 past 10. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but basically lots of rides are shut. They don't open till 10:30. So everybody's in this queue, and I think the rest of the park will be dead. So yeah, see you in a minute. Right, we are now in the hub.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are, and it is testing. As I said earlier, we are not allowed to film beyond basically those gates there. So once we go inside, cameras will be away. But for now, we can film this. So the next thing you'll hear from me is probably after I've been on the ride. Sorry. Oh, there's a bit of a rampy. Right, we're all moving forward. See you in a minute.
We've got this, we've got this.
They have opened the gates and now the cameras go away. See you all when we get off the other side. Right, I don't know if you can hear me because it is extremely loud in here, so I'll probably film this twice just in case. We have just had our first shot on that, and my god, that is excellent. The attention to detail everywhere, Aviktas everywhere, gold everywhere, just like what. If you don't want spoilers, please skip ahead. But when the platform drops and the gondola swings, there are snakes on the floor. Like, it is just so beautiful in there. And then we've all come off. We've got a kind of preview certificate, and you're one of the first certificates. So we got a couple of certificates there. Unfortunately, it looks like it's a one shot only, but I am back in a couple of weeks for the opening day, and we are allowed to film on ride for the media event in the morning. So we'll get a POV and maybe a little nostril cam as well. That thing is brilliant. At one point, I was convinced I was upside down. The forces on that, the height on that, the speed on that, that is brilliant. That is absolutely fantastic. Without a doubt, the best flat ride in the UK. Anyone who's given it it's a travelling ride, get on it and you will shut up, because that is bloody brilliant. Right, anyway, I'm going to go somewhere a little quieter and I'll speak to you in a minute. Well, that is the Aviktas preview over and done with, and it was fantastic. As I say, back in a few weeks, and I'm allowed to film on rides, so there will be POVs, etc. I don't know if anyone knows, but the £5 deal on Enso that was for March has been extended for the entire season, which is brilliant. So if you've never done Enso, for a £5 it is excellent. Best way to run a ride icon, hands down. So we've done that. We've just booked one in about 20 minutes. So now we just got 20 minutes to kill.
Congrats.
And this raven lunatic wants to get wet.
Congrats.
He's got issues. He really has issues.
I have for many years, Chris. It's not new.
New feature, empty shed with some plugs.
And definitely asbestos on the floor.
Yeah, I'm curious what this is going to be. Some people think it's going to be some sort of food thing. I don't know what though. There's not a hatch. so that doesn't necessarily make much sense. Unlikely to be coffee because there's the hot chocolate place there. He's having a think.
It's where they put the confiscated food you bring in yourself. That's what it is.
So that you can't use this lovely picnic area for a picnic. Yeah. Anyway, don't know what's going on with that, but we'll head round to Enso. See you over there. For anyone who's never done Enso and doesn't know where it is, I'm underneath Big Dipper right now, and you'll see the sign. So this is the garden area, and you just go down here. This is also where Speedy Pass is for Icon. But yeah, if you've never done Enso, this is the way you go, and in the door. And you do get a countdown on the app, and when the countdown's complete, the staff can punch in a pin to check if they're allowed on it. So you can't get in before your time's up, which is a bit annoying, because we've probably got about 17 minutes left. 13. That's a little better than I thought. Well, we'll just kill some time and go and spin. Right, so we sat outside just chilling till the timer was up, and then came in and there's a queue. I mean, if we'd known that, we'd have stood in the queue. They've also just turned the music off, which is not a good sign. So hopefully we get on Enso. Oh, that was absolutely bloody brilliant. I was spinning like an absolute lunatic. I just was laughing the whole way around. That was so much fun. Right, I need to go and get the photo and then wait on these two. If you do Enso, don't wait the 20 minutes, just get in the queue, because that took 50 minutes. But it's a lot of fun. I'll speak to you in a minute. Right, it's 3 o'clock and we've not had lunch and we're all very hungry, so we're going to go over to Big Pizza Kitchen and watch Jonathan eat about 40 pizzas. 41 pizzas. Yeah. Excellent. So, just a few things. I didn't really say anything about this when I was talking about Aviktas. I've spoken to a few people who were less than impressed. Not with the ride, just to be clear. The ride itself, excellent, fantastic. More the fact that, you know, for 50 quid we got one shot and a couple of bits of paper. Now, I kind of see that point. For me, I was expecting one shot and anything above that was a bonus. The way they did it was fair. They made sure that everybody got a shot. And actually the first riders got a second shot. But, you know, if it had been a free-for-all, some people could have got 2, 3, 4 shots and other people only get one. So I kind of sit on the fence about it. But I also like to be transparent. So I don't want to just sit here and say it was perfect, there was no problems. Some people were unhappy with that. Personally, I wasn't that fussed. I mean, I'm going to be here multiple times and get multiple rides on it. I'm just happy to have been one of the first people on it. So let's go and get some grub. And then, hopefully, I think the queues are quite quiet. So we might actually just rattle around some stuff for the last couple hours. Right, we come into the Big Pizza Kitchen and it is empty, which is fantastic from a point of view that it's nice and quiet. But that also means that the selection is slim pickings. There are obviously pizzas up there, there's very little pasta left, and the salad is kind of run out. So if you do come later, you get a bit of peace and quiet, but you might also struggle to get some grub. So we'll get stuck into this and then see you on a ride. Right, that's the belly's full, especially if you're this man, because he can put food away. Right, anyway, there's 90 minutes left of the park, and the big one looks rather quiet, so it would be rude not to. So let's go and do that, and see what's how much time we've got left afterwards. See you in a minute. Right, well that was only a 5-10 minute queue, that was alright. He's gone on the wheel seat, whereas Darren and I are old, so we're going to go for a middle row.
Yeah, we're the wise ones.
And protect our spine. I'll see you when we get off. Right, well there you go, that's a big one done. Probably the slowest lap I have ever had on the big one. Didn't actually think it was going to make it round to turnaround. It was really, really slow. But, you know, great to get another view of Aviktas and be nosy in the queue line again. And, yeah. So, I think that lunatic wants to do Rugrats. I'm not sure if I'm up for that. But we'll go get the right photo and we'll do something in a minute. Right, well, I've got some sad news for Jonathan. unfortunately Rugrats isn't happening because, you know, that area shuts an hour before the park.
I'm off to go and chuck myself in the sea. Goodbye.
So we're going to get some stuff out the lockers, and then Darren and I, I'll die, Darren and I will get a couple of rides in before the park shuts. Everything's about 10-15 minute queues, so pick something once we've picked our stuff up from the locker. Right, decided to come for a nice relaxing ride on the flying machines, because yeah, I mean it's windy, so I'm hoping you can actually hear me. I was just saying to Darren, I'm actually very surprised in you know, the modern health and safety age that this thing is allowed without restraints, and I hope it stays that way because it keeps it original and vintage. But anyway, it's really nice and quiet around the park, so once we've done this, we've still got 50 minutes. I really hope you can hear me because my god it's windy. I'll see you on something else. Right, I don't normally do merch because it's not usually my thing, but they do have quite a bit of it this year because it's their 130th anniversary, so there's a bunch of new things here. And then obviously, well, maybe not in this shop, I don't think. In the main shop, they've got all the Aviktas merch, the snakes and everything. They've got, you name it, if it could have the Aviktas logo on it, it has the Aviktas logo on it. So yeah, if you like merch, there is a decent additional selection this year for the 130th year and the launch of Aviktas. There we go, that is the ghost train done. Well, unfortunately, that was probably one of the worst run-throughs of the ghost train I have ever had. Lots of audio missing, lots of dark spaces with nothing. Yeah. Yeah, well, and the exit lights, which I don't know if that's just health and safety becoming annoying. I mean, it is annoying, but yeah. It's the same when I went on Wallace recently. The exit lights were like really bright. So anyway, we've got 20 minutes of the park left, so we're going to try and squeeze another ride in. Whew. I'll see you somewhere. Whew. You may remember the last time I was up here, I was out of breath. I'm still an old man. I'm still out of breath. But we're going to do Revolution. They seem to be running half a train. Because well, there were some people who'd gone through the gate but to come back. So instead of 16 riders, it's only running 8. I mean, there's no queue, so it's not a big deal, but yeah, that's weird. I'm still not sure how I feel about this new barrier and no longer stand behind the yellow line. In fact, they have got rid of the yellow line. There is no yellow line because there's no announcement anymore. Yeah, from speaking to the staff, they're happy with it because it makes their life a lot easier. Bye-bye. Right, there we go. That's Revolution done, and we have just got enough time to squeeze a shot on Avalanche, which I don't think I've done this season, but you may have seen the other video I did. It's been having a few teething problems. I don't think it's had any issues today, and it looks almost walk-on, which is perfect, because when this gets a queue, it is painful. But we'll get on this, because some people have said to me that it's been quite rough this season. I haven't been on it yet, so hopefully it isn't. But I'll see you when I get on it. Right, that was literally walk-on. I think that was the guy going to close the queue. So we're going to be the last riders. Happy days. Ended the day there on Avalanche, and I mean, I agree with people, that was a little bit rough. Not uncomfortably so, and it's still fast and I still enjoy it, but it was rough. I had heard it got new wheels. They're not very good.
A bit bouncy.
A bit bouncy, exactly, a bit bouncy. So listen, I personally have had a fantastic day. You know, spending it with friends, that makes a massive difference. There's definitely some people frustrated with the way the Aviktas thing was handled. My one frustration with it was we all queued up in a nice line, and then when we got in the hub, it was a free-for-all. So those at the back ended up at the front. It could have done with a cattle pen in there. Other than that, I enjoyed the ride. I think the area looks fantastic, and it's only a few weeks till we can get on it properly. Other than that, Not much has changed in the park. Still pretty much exactly the same. I've had a good day. So I will be back in a few weeks. Dora's fixed as well, so I will be bringing the wig. So if you want to see that, make sure you are subscribed. Next week I am in Southport, Bolton's and West Midlands Safari Park. So plenty of stuff coming up, so make sure you subscribe for all of that. I've been Chris, you've been watching Coaster Dad, and Darren, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.